Hello, Aho. This is a member of the Voice of Reason. Um, I'm coming at you in the middle of the night, and I decided I would touch base on a certain topic. Um, Only because every once in a while I get emails and I'll get messages on Twitter and certain questions, and comments. And one of the questions that somebody asked me, is he said, "What is the worst possible thing that an abuser can do? An abuser or a bully can do?" Um, I'll jumble them all up into one category: abuser, bully, hurtful people, narcissist. They all fit into one category. The worst possible thing a person like that can do to people you've hurt is never answering for what you did wrong, covering it up, walking around like you're Mr. or Miss Wonderful, and then having the audacity to put yourself on TV or in the newspaper. That's the worst possible thing you could do. Is walking around and rubbing the world's nose in it that you've been rewarded for bad behavior. The direct result of doing such a heinous and screwed up act is you continue to hurt the person. You continue to hurt the person every time they have to turn on the TV or open the newspaper or click on to their Facebook and see news clips of your face and your bragging and everything under the sun. When you hurt people like that, the worst possible thing you could do is by putting yourself in the public eye. No, it's secure. If you want to be in the public eye, that's your livelihood, it's understandable. I mean, hey, you're a public figure. To be that, though, you got to pay the price. You find the people you hurt, you apologize, even if they never want to talk to you again. You own up to it. You clean up your side of the street, or you find a friend of yours that gives a crap about it, that genuinely cares, and you let them chew you out and verbally rip you a new asshole. That's how you move forward with your life. That's how you sit there and go from doing a lot of mean and hurtful things to being able to be in the public eye without being scrutinized. There are celebrities who have done some cruel things before becoming really famous. However, what kept them from feeling the backlash and stigma of things like that is they went back and they apologized. They showed that they were willing to sit there and answer for what they did wrong and acknowledge that they did it. I'm no angel. I've done some idiotic things in my time. However, I went back and I apologized. And I acknowledged that what I did was stupid and wrong. And I showed that I have a conscience. Bottom line, that's how it works. You show that you have a conscience and you do what you have to do, no matter what, because that's what comes with the territory. I don't think those who have been publicly ostracized and confronted by people they've hurt, especially those in Steve Wilkos, have ever realized that, the only real way to sit there and avoid a public embarrassment and a social lynching like that is grow as a person. Re-examine your life. Look at your actions. Re-examine them with a fine-tooth comb. Acknowledge what you did wrong. And if you can't figure out a way around it, if you can't figure out a way to apologize to those people or find a way to where you can set them at peace, to where, they may never want to talk to you again, but they could at least know that to some degree you were sorry for what you did. So they could live with that. Then they could look at you. Then they could realize that you're in the newspapers, on TV, or whatever. But if you dare put yourself in a newspaper article, go on TV, do any of that stuff, live in the public eye, and allow yourself to be rewarded for bad behavior without apologizing, without going back and fixing it, You're just inspiring that person you hurt to want to expose you and embarrass you. See, that's what creates public controversy. That's what creates scandal. That's what creates idiocy. That's what creates all this nonsense. Gossip columnists, headline news reporters, Dateline, Inside Edition, all kinds of news networks. They eat stuff like this up. Basically, the news media is nothing more than a modern day Spanish Inquisition. No, best way to describe it is and I'll try and explain this as best as I can. This is your page of lies and deception and your career and all the crap. This is media. This is what they do to you after when they're done with you. Any questions? Because to avoid that, to fix it, you have to apologize. You have to give those people some sense of peace and closure so that they can move forward with their lives. People need closure. People need a chance to heal. When you don't give them that, they take you. This is closure. This is healing. And moving on. When you don't give them closure, after they're done, they take what little you have, and so like I said, the answer to your question is, by the way, I never mentioned the people who ask these questions because, I mean, the last time I did something like that was on a different forum. It was on Twitter, and that person got a lot of public scrutiny and a lot of nasty comments. It was on Facebook, and I promised myself I'd never put anybody through that again. But to answer your question, is the worst possible thing anybody like that could do is try and have something they did them that they're not entitled, them that they should not have. By allowing themselves to be rewarded for bad behavior, and then daring to rub the people you've hurt's noses in it by putting yourself on TV or in the paper. That's what hurts them. That's what angers and fuels this need for payback. To those out there who have been bullies and abusers and people who have done inconsiderate, stupid shit. You want to do that? Fine. The only real way to fix it, though, is to swallow your pride, and give this person closure, and the next person closure, and the next person closure, and the next one. That way, when it comes right down to it, They can carve out a new future for themselves. Popularity, public notoriety comes with a price. Not too many selfish people are willing to properly pay that price. This is A Member, the Voice of Reason. Aho.